Welcome all to Legends of Raspia, the comedy fiction fantasy real play role-playing podcast with its own unique game, which is designed for anyone to pick up and play. It's like baseball, but instead of a ball, you use a 20-sided die. Instead of a bat, you have a pencil. And instead of doing steroids, you do, well, your choice. So, pull up a chair, let down your hair, spend a few talks with that old barred fox. Last time on Lore, the gang entered Caltaria and found newly constructed Taurian holding cells occupied by mutants. They then took refuge with the Mediciner, who happens to have connections to the Undercoven. Feaubear heard news that Pappy Dongodiere, a two-headed mutant himself, is to be beheaded at dawn. What will Feaubear do next? Sounds good to me. I think we're recording now.
Egg salad. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and start us off with a perception roll.
Yeehaw!
As you stand in the Mediciner's office.
That's going to be 15 perception.
Alrighty. So it is just a little bit after midnight. And you know that come the dawn times, you will be facing Pappy Dongodiere's execution.
Shucks.
You also know with this perception roll that he will be introduced to something called the Crystalline Throne, which is a Taurian tradition wherein they bleed, usually practiced on Coven, but in this case on a mutant, where they publicly bleed them. It becomes this whole to-do. And they've been constructing this crystalline throne, hence words. And so with your successful perception, that is pretty much all that is on your mind. As you stand around having everyone nice and healthy in the Dockie's office, we will go to an open table. Feaubear Dongodiere, you have 2 actions.
It's really quite morbid, isn't it? The whole bleeding aspect. Anyways, try not to think too much about it. Does the Mediciner have any substances lying around, perhaps, for sale or otherwise?
Absolutely. With your successful perception, you are aware that over this sort of counter in the corner, there are full access to substances. You can go ahead and look through the player's pamphlet and follow the pricing and accordingly. And go ahead and let us know what your drug of choice is. And what exactly are you planning on doing post drugs, Feaubear? Let's talk over the table.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm looking to... Well, I guess second of all, I'm looking to, essentially break in... I'm trying to get my Pappy out. I can't stand the thought of having him bleeding up there, or dying in any case. And so we learned that he was at the the old Xanthe prison, or jail, which I've already broken out of once, so can't be that hard, you know?
True that.
So, that's my plan, is to sneak in and break him out.
And how exactly are you planning on sneaking in as you peruse the substances available to you?
You know what? I've got Xanthe right there. She probably still has the keys. I'm gonna try to pickpocket her keys.
I can see why you would want to be on drugs for something like this.
Yeah. That's highly recommended if you're gonna pickpocket a former law enforcement person. Definitely be on drugs.
Well, especially because she's a firearms user, and in Legends of Raspia, firearms are a perception test. So she is high PRC, unfortunately.
Yep, gonna want to do that. Gonna want to get my agility up there.
And just while we're on the ease of it all, to maintain her player agency, we did have the Xanthe Blackheart roll off screen. So we have a roll result already that you have to pass. Your agility must be greater than her perception.
All right. That's going to be great. I'm going to get a couple vials of 5-chime energy. I just like the label.
5-chime energy. Excellent. Is fantastic for making sure you are spry. So what are the effects? Do you mind reading the verbiage?
A vitamin-packed liquid supplement, which is as effective as it is hard to swallow. Grants +3 agility or +3 dexterity, but like all substances, you must choose 1 bad pie piece to hobble, which is bad.
Of course it is. And what happens if you fail a test on a hobbled bad pie piece whilst you're at it for a bit?
You take 25 skill point damage. Or double that if you roll a 1.
SPD for those savvy at home. Excellent. So, with all of that purchased, how many bits did you spend in total?
5 times 5 is 25.
Alrighty. It's the energy that you pay for. 5-chime energy. 1 bit per chime. It's their classic motto. So, you wish to use an action to imbibe these substances, or how do you want to go about this, Mr. Dongodiere?
Yeah, that is my intention. You know what? Yeah, can I take 2? Or do I have to wait for the next go round?
That would be 1 action each. So if you want to spend your turn doing drugs, go ahead and spend your time doing drugs.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and go to the world's turn as you've spent both of your actions using 5-chime energy. Let's do a perception test.
11.
So, everyone's kind of standing around watching you nervously just pounding 5-chime energy and looking at Xanthe. But luckily, no one seems to be all that suspicious as Feaubear Dongodiere. You're kind of a weird fella. That's what we love about you. So,
Yeah.
you go back to an open table, still standing in the room of the docky, or the mediciner.
As I like to say. Cool. So now I have +6 agility in addition to my 14. And I do have Brawn and Ecour hobbled, for the record. I don't imagine Xanthe would just hand me the keys. So I really think I'm just gonna try to steal them here.
Yeah, all the risks we listed before are still less than you just asking a favor of Xanthe.
Yeah, because then she'd spitefully swallow it or something like that.
Yeah, you really never know.
All right, so I'm gonna pickpocket the former sheriff.
He mutters quietly to himself as he rolls an agility test.
All right, come on. You know what? I'm breaking the bank on this one too. I've got 5 advantage stored up.
Ah, excellent.
All right, so that's a natural 12, so 32. And then with my bank that I broke, that's going to be 37.
That is so very, very, very close. And is a success! For Xanthe rolled a 35 as twere.
I needed to break the bank. I'm so glad I did.
Yes, indeed. This was a fine time in which to do so. So, to spare, to err on the side of brevity, which is a funny sentence to fuck up and then have to take more time to remark upon, we can say you want to head out. We'll go to our good old-fashioned NPC selection screen. So, of the NPCs who are there, which are, of course, as I'm sure you have listed in your notes diligently, just like I do, but, let's rather hear from you.
Yeah, for sure. I think of the NPCs we have with us right now, it's Thumb and the Mediciner.
I barely know her. So, yeah, and I don't know that you're to the point. You'd have to convince the Mediciner to want to follow you.
Yeah. And I think I'm trying to be sneaky, so I don't know if I want to bring Thumb either.
What's that supposed to mean?
He's just kind of, You're just kind of really tall.
Nice keys, by the way. Where'd you get those keys?
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Well, I could be sneaky.
Yeah, clearly. You know what? Why don't you keep everyone here company? They love you so much.
Shall I do a dance?
Yeah, you and Babs should dance.
Babsy, come here, shall we? I'm still trying to get her moves down. So as that carries on, do you venture forth alone, Wolf?
I'd like to use the distraction of everyone dancing or watching Babs and Fum dance to sneak out.
Right. Yeah, as everyone would, of course, be distracted by said dancing. Let's go ahead and roll an agility. So you would pretty much have to get across town, which we'll say would be, I think we talked earlier, is 250 stretch. We'll say 250 hustle will get you there in one turn. You have to use both your actions and 250. Otherwise, you'll have to kind of go by the books, and you will have to sneak past some of the enforcers on patrol. Because there's an execution in the morning, and they don't want exactly what you're doing to happen.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Weird.
Yeah,
Before I get rolling, can I initiate Uncanny Speed?
Yes, that's an agility test. Why don't we go ahead and test that out?
This is to double the effect of all of my movements.
Oh.
That's going to be 24.
That is a success, in which case it will cost you 125. This segment brought to you by Quick Maths.
Does that still require me to use 2 actions to get that whole distance, though?
You know what? It says it cuts it in half. Let's call it 1.
All right. Okay, then I'll spend the hustle. Just on bustle.
Alrighty, 125, and let's go ahead and do an agility just to make sure you are good and hidden the whole time. Any sneak-related skills, simultaneous skills will apply.
Oh, they can? Okay, in that case, I'll use Tiptoe, which is sync with Stealth Stride, 10 agility. In which case, I got 35.
Alrighty. A very, very respectable roll. However, I got a 20.
Jesus.
So as you are sneaking, you can see the jailhouse. You're not you're not quite within 100 stretch of it just yet, when all of a sudden you hear from behind you. Oh wait, who's that? Who goes there? Who are you? Do that. Hello.
Hi there. How's it? Hey there. How's it going?
So you turn around and you see the head enforcer staring back at thee. Next to he is a very disgruntled and frankly overly burned looking Gir.
Oh.
Looks as though he had been, I don't know, say bound and then left out in the sun for an exorbitant amount of time. And this pair of them are wearing golden armor, and they sort of hulk over you as you as a Mosbirian come to only about their chests. And they approach you. They are now within reach as this confrontation continues. What are you doing out so late, you? What's your name? Says the head enforcer.
Hey there. My name's... Nice to meet you.
You're being sniffed by the Gir.
I back away. Like, what are you sniffing? What are you sniffing for?
Damn your sniffer, get back, you! I say! Come on now.
Quite impolite.
Yes.
I'll go around sniffing you.
Yes, the slow burn, they call this one. Seems as though his brain might have been fried out there in the sun. You, look...
Yeah, what, you get hit in the head with a bullet?
Yes, we say that to him all the time. What, you get shot in the head? And he's all like, if I did, yes, hilarious antics, really. Enough of your damn sniffer. So, you there, young Mosbirian.
Yes, hi there.
Were you going to say something?
Just the name's Feaubear.
Feaubear what?
Feaubear what?
Your last name is what?
What?
Third base.
That's where I got with your mother.
What?
What? No, Dongodiere is the last name.
Well, she's free to do as she will. You know, she reminds me of an old gal who hangs out at the bar.
No, shut it. You're going to stop talking, right? It's Dongodiere. Dongodiere's the last name. We don't need to go down this path.
Yes. Oh, wait, Dongodiere, of course. Wait a minute. I know you. You're a strum pluck player, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, that was quite a peep you just made. And, Slowburn, get back, he says as Slowburn, the Sheer Enforcer, continues to sniff.
I know this one, my Sniffer. My Sniffer knows your scent.
Well, you know, I've just kind of been living here for the last 18 or so Lucians. Or so.
You happen to know anyone by the name of Ortiz?
Ortiz.
Eeny or meeny or miney?
Ortiz.
Not Mo.
Oh yeah, Mo. No,
So you know them.
I've heard of a Mo having a stinky eye. That's all I know.
Influence test to see if I believe you.
Slowburn says over the table.
9.
And he continues to sniff at you as the head enforcer swats him in the chest. Damn it all, I said, get back. Look, it comes to my attention that you're still a wanted criminal, Feaubear Dongodiere. You've been missing for quite some time, have you not? Something regarding breaking and entering and underpants sniffing? An assault, perhaps?
Is underpants sniffing against the law, though?
Well, no, I mean, not consensual underpants sniffing, but otherwise, you should know better than this, Dongodiere.
Okay, listen, yeah, I suppose, a little bit. But, you know, the thing is, I was unfairly accused by the previous regime here. The Hawthorns really had it out for me.
Oh, you're talking about Xanthe, right?
Yes, exactly.
The old sheriff?
Yep, that's the
You
one.
wouldn't happen to know where she's been off to, would you?
No. All I know is that she hates my guts. She made sure to tell me every single rote that I was in her jail.
I see. Well, seeing as there's, as you said, a sort of regime change, I need to take an influence test to see if I believe you in your story here, Mr. Dongodiere.
17.
So, I don't believe you. You're found guilty. But, worry not. This is a sort of convenient guilt for us. Slowburn, get back.
Now I know this one, I know I do.
I tell you, if you don't stop it with your damn sniffer. He continues to smell even from afar. Look, Feaubear Dongodiere, you're found guilty of your breaking and enterings and perhaps your underpants sniffing. That sort of hearsay. I don't know that I believe the witness, what's his name, Bomaley, is Badley's son. What do you call him?
I believe the colloquial term for him is Folkface McGee.
I say so. Oh, the two of you are adorable, I say. Anyway, I don't believe him when he talks about you, so I'll tell you this. Your charge will be... Now, you said you are, in fact, a strum pluck player, correct?
Yes, you know, it's maybe a bit dusty or so, but yeah, you know, it
Well,
had a song or two in my day.
You don't have a strum pluck on you, as you're carrying it. What is this, a drum?
Yep, that's a snare drum.
I see. Well, I'll let you choose which instruments you play, but as your charge for community service, you are to play music in the opening ceremonies in the morning for the execution of your grand Pappy. I seem like I'm kind, but I'm still a Taurian after all.
That's, Very thoughtful.
Should you miss this charge or not show up on time, you will be apprehended and shown jail time down here in the dungeon, just behind me here, about 100 stretch back, as was previously established.
That makes sense. Thank you for being so thoughtful. And
Yes, and should you perform, you will be all will be good. You will be fine in the eyes of Toria, in this new Caltarian stead. We're making a comeback, you see.
Yep, I can see that. That's great. Lot of change around here. It's good to see.
It's good. Anyway, well, we should continue our patrol. Don't be creeping around the dungeon, after all. We've gotten our eyes sort of on you, as it were.
Oh yeah, no, creeping. I wouldn't think of creeping. Bottom of the list.
High and
things
forth,
I
I'm
would
telling
do.
you. I know his breath. He smells too familiar to me. My sniffer never forgets a face.
Is that my breath, or is that your own breath blowing back in your face?
Ha! He's got you again, you old fuzzy bastard. All right, come on, you weirdly burned and scarred and charred old dog. There we're
You
off.
should really get that head injury looked at. It looks like you just got shot, a few times ago.
Luckily, there's a very good mediciner in town.
Very lucky. Very lucky for all of us.
It was strange the way you said that. Anyway, we're walking away now. Have a good one. We'll see you in the morning. Remember, the execution begins at dawn. I don't know why I said it
Thanks.
that way. Still walking away. Goodbye.
Thank you. God, what a fucking prick. Ope Legends of Raspia is brought to you by Bart Fox. The game Legends of Raspia is created and designed by Han Blackheart and Rik Tahee. Olor is produced, edited, and mixed by Rik Tahee. The Raspian mythology is created by Han Blackheart, with notable contributions from the collective creators and friends of Bart Fox. Feaubear Dongodiere is played by Rik Tahee. Game moderation, story, and all other characters are played by Han Blackheart. Artwork is by Xanthe Blackheart. And the music is from Bard Fox. You can check out the links to all the socials in the episode descriptions. Thank you all so much for listening, and as always, good luck back there on Earth. Welcome all to Ope Legends of Raspia, the comedy fiction fantasy real play role-playing podcast with its own unique game, which is designed for anyone to pick up and play. It's as easy as storytelling, rolling dice, and being somewhat funny with your pals. So, pull up a chair, let down your hair, spend a few talks with that old Bard Fox. Last time on Olor, Feaubear learned of his grandpappy's execution scheduled for dawn. He stole Xanhazard's keys and began to head toward the jail. Alas, our hero was stopped by the Taurian head enforcer, who bargained a pardon for Feaubear's past transgressions at the expense of performing strum pluck at the start of the execution ceremony. Now, a flabbergasted Feaubear sneaks on into the night.
So we go to an open table as you stand there, and they make their way out of sound and sight.
Okay. That's neat. So they're headed to the Mediciner, perhaps?
They're headed that direction. They're headed down the road you just sort of crept along. Up.
Can I try to communicate to my mutated fingy? Can I just I don't know if they'll hear me.
Oh, what do you want to say to me, pals? Pals Daddy? Feaubear Daddy-o?
Chill out, Pokey. I think I want to try to tell Xanhazard that they're coming, but also she did blow her end off.
What are you gonna do? Say it into my mouth? Oh, yeah.
Stop making it weird. It doesn't need to be
I'm
weird.
gonna do it. I'm gonna make it weird. Oh, yeah.
That doesn't need to be this weird, at least.
Oh, it's gonna be funny. Oh, come on, Feaubear, Big Daddy.
Never mind. They can handle themselves. Never mind. Fuck this. I see why Xanthe shot your brother off.
I was just gonna say, I cannot imagine why Xanthe was drawn to blow her literal thumb off instead of having this fate. However, you can, you're gonna have to abide by your thumb's terms, Pokey's terms, but you can.
Yeah, indeed. I'll try to warn them.
Closer. Closer.
Oh God.
Too close. Back up.
Oh God.
Perfect.
The Taurian, the head enforcer's coming to the Mediciner. The head enforcer's coming to the Mediciner.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of the message.
Roll a perception to see if, on your end, it's like having a walkie-talkie without having someone tell you they can hear you on the other side. You might just be broadcasting to knowledge.
Yeah.
Actually, this will be an E-core test since there's Covenry afoot. Mutation.
Perfect. So if I fail, then I will take skill point damage.
Take a bit for honest gameplay.
That's an 11.
Beats my 6.
Yeah.
So what exactly? I was too lodged in my role playing. What exactly was the message you had sent over to them?
Well, I need you to get closer.
Okay.
Closer. No.
Go on.
I was just saying the head enforcer is coming to the Mediciner.
Okay, cool. So you will have given them a heads up. They can hide and do so accordingly.
Indeed. And then for my other action, can I just kind of perceive around looking for I know there was the weird back entrance to the jail of which we escaped.
Yeah, you would know where that was. You would remember. That was a pretty significant moment in your personal history.
Yeah. Can I see that it's see if it's guarded or anything like that?
Yeah, so this is going to be another 50 stretch for you to sneak over. So I guess it costs you 25.
25.
So that's one action. And then, we'll go to the world's turn and do a perception. We'll see what you see, shall we?
I'm at 205 used hustle out of 400.
Okay.
Just over halfway. I got a 14 perception.
Tie goes to the player. So, there is in fact one enforcer. However, this enforcer is sitting in a wooden chair, leaned up against the dungeon itself, and is sleeping. So, supposing you are able to pass a variable agility test, you should be able to sneak past. So, is this what you intend to do?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm whispering to you, the voice in my head, but it seemed appropriate.
Oh, it's cool. I like it.
Shut up. Let's sneak on past.
Cool. So go ahead and roll those agility bones. I am going to roll a variable test.
Does this count for stealth stride?
This does indeed.
Okay, so I will use tiptoe again to gain another 10 agility for this precise scenario.
Sport.
34. I had plus 30 going in, for the record.
So, as you know, a variable test is where I roll 2 dice.
Yep.
And I just take the results therein.
Yep.
In this case, I will also be including the perception of the sleeping person.
Oh, okay.
Which is to say, I rolled a 1.
Oh!
And he is in a comatose-esque version of REM cycle. He is just... Sherbert. So he's in there thinking of brand new ice cream concepts that are going to blow people's freaking minds. But you pay no heed as you sneak adeptly past into the cell block, subterranean cell block.
New snore just unlocked. Just dropped. Amazing.
So let's go ahead and roll a perception as you go into this new environment.
That's going to be 6.
So you can hear the moaning of prisoners who have long been held underground. You can hear the light, though less imaginative, snorings of others. The drippings of waterworks above kind of echo off of the hard stone of the cell blocks behind the bars. And you do not know which cell Pappy Dongodiere is in as you stand just before the stairs that lead out the back way.
All right. Well, I guess I got to start searching, eh? I'll like to kind of creep through the hallway here, and take a peep in the cells.
Okay. So go ahead and roll another perception.
2.
Alrighty. Well, not only because of your absolutely atrocious perception rolls, but also because it is dark in there and you do not have a torch. There are torches on the sconces around you, but they have all long since gone out. So you are currently rolling against a disadvantage because it is dark in this MFR.
Can I call out in the dark? Pappy!
Yes, are you trying to stay quiet enough that the guards, which you do not see any guards, but you know that they are likely around, are you trying to stay quiet enough, or are you just trying to make your presence known?
I would say leaning on the side of quietness.
Okay, then let's do an agility. What exactly do you whisper as you announce your result?
Pappy! 36. Or 26, sorry. 26.
What? Is that what? Feaubear, is that you?
There you go.
My one head called you Feaubear, I called you Feaubear.
I always knew I prefer this other head.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to break you out, you old fool.
What breaks me out? What old fool you say? What do you mean you're going to break me out?
Yeah, you're going to be executed in the morning, and I can't have you be executed in the morning, so therefore, I'm breaking out of this fucking jail cell so you don't get executed in the fucking morning.
Feaubear.
Yeah.
You know, I must say, I once told you that you aren't hearty. And now, I'd like to remark on that in saying that you are hearty.
Oh, thank you, Pappy.
Foolhardy, that is.
Well, okay.
What are you? And were you not aware of the dozen other mutants that are going to be executed strictly for being mutants? This cannot be allowed to stand, I whisper angrily.
Are you not aware that none of the other mutants are my grandpappy?
Feaubear, I reached you better than that, didn't I, boy?
Come on, I'm here for you.
What, we're supposed to just go into hiding, knowing that my mutant brethren and sistren and thethrin are all they're all to be sent to the bleeders to the bleedmen's seat. You've got me all jumbled, Feaubear.
Not the bleedman's seat.
The bleedman's seat, Feaubear. That's what we've called it for ages. You should know that.
No, that's terrible. What do you mean? Come on, Pappy.
Why are you touching my hand?
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was your hand or... Okay.
Your hand's sort of cold, Feaubear.
Yeah.
You should put on a sweater.
It's cold. Well,
you look pale.
You can't even... What? You
can't even pale.
See me. It's dark.
Well, yeah, but I can just tell you're very pale.
Is that just something? Whatever. Anyway, you're not coming with me. You're not gonna come. I literally have a key. In my hand, and you're not gonna come with me?
Feaubear, so long as the Bleedman's seat is standing and my fellow mutants are set for execution, I will stand alongside them, so to speak. They've got me down here, and they're all up in the public cells, which you passed before, but for now, I stand metaphorically beside them. Now roll a perception test to see if anyone heard this conversation.
13.
Oi, old man, I don't care which of you two heads are talking, you need to shut it, comes echoing down the corridors as one of the angry guards is fairly used to this old man of yours ranting. Sorry, I'll stop talking about pigs flying.
Good save.
That was what I talked about last night. Kept 'em up for all chimes, I did.
That's Pappy. That's old Pappy. All right, fine. I'll free all of the mutants. Fine, sure. Should be easy.
But remember,
why not?
You've got to do it by morning, otherwise your old Pappy Dongodiere's, gonna die.
Oh yeah, how could I forget? Yeah, that detail seemed to slip right past me. Yeah, of course I'm gonna do it by that fucking morning.
There's one stipulation, I mean, I'm pretty sure they haven't found a musician to do the opening ceremonies, so...
No, well, they actually just enlisted me to do it, as a matter of fact. Which is another...
That's fantastic. You're so good with the strum pluck.
Yeah, thank you. But actually kind of looking to pass up the gig, as a matter of fact, as it were.
Are you pretending you're a drummer now? What, do you got a snare drum on you?
Well, kind of a bit of a savant, as it were, a Renaissance musician. I can play all sorts of... a multi-instrumentalist, as it were.
You talk like you're in good shape. Like you said, I can't see you, but I can tell from your voice that you're very fit right now.
Oh, yeah, I've been running in sand a lot, which, is great for, core strength. So...
Good to get the hustle up. Great way to get the hustle up.
Indeed. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go folk off and figure out how to save everyone in every frickin' mutant in town.
By morning time.
Right, of course. Otherwise, the one that's most important to me will, of course, be dead. No, it's fine. I'll figure it out. No, it's good. It's cool. It's fine. Yeah. See you later.
I want to say, Feaubear, before you go.
What?
I'm proud of you, lad.
Is this where you say, like, fool proud? Or...
No, nothing funny. Just true. You're doing good. You're fighting the good fight. Mutant power.
Thanks, Pappy. And then,
mutant power! Oh,
God damn it. I was about to say it, and then he fucking pops out, doesn't he?
You just give him a thumbs up.
God damn it.
I'm a two-head situation too, Pappy. Ooh.
I flick my thumb with my other finger. Shut up.
Yeah.
Don't make that sound. No. Shut up.
Feaubear, what do you do? You can play with yourself later. Get out of here.
God damn it. Yeah, I guess I leave the cell. I guess I leave the jail sneakily, just trying to sneak a peek out through that back way again, not trying to open the door too hastily.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and roll an agility as you do so. We'll say, collectively it should just take 25 hustle. 50, but you've got the half thing going.
Heard. That's going to be 26 agility.
Cool. So you arrive to where you are just out of reach of this sleeping person who is still muttering about sherbet, but far more lightly now. So this is going to be another variable agility test. Should you pass this, you will be home free and back in the streets of Caltaria.
All right, then I'm going to use tiptoe once more again. Good thing I did. 34.
34 is a success.
Okay.
You rolled a 20 collectively. An unnatural 20.
Uh-huh.
So, you sneak past. We'll say you get, you get far enough away. You are out of sound and sight. Where is it that you intend to go? What is it you intend to do? You can consult your thumb. Otherwise, you can head back to the Mediciners to meet up with your crew to see how all of that went with the Enforcer and whatnot. Or you could just go to the old-fashioned Just a Mirage because you, for the first time in a long time, don't have a bounty on your head.
That's true. I am kind of at a loss. You said it's a little bit after midnight. Might be closer to 1, a chime now. Let's still make it for last call.
Yeah, there you go. Be that guy.
Yeah, shut up. It's still good money. It's still good bits.
Sweet. So we'll say if you want to take your 2 turns from this, or your 2 actions from this turn, you can just we'll get you all the way to the Just a Mirage.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. So you take these 2 actions as a travel, and let's go ahead and roll a perception as we go to the world's turn.
8 perception.
You get there right around 1:30, give or take. 1:30 chime. Oh. And you can hear that Wami is playing more balletic, more slow-drawn kind of piano tunes as the night is winding down. Not only that, but it's a pretty grim morning that most people are facing. There's been a big influx of Taurian citizens and stuff coming by caravan after hearing that, eco-fearing Toria had finally settled Caltaria. So there are people who don't know Pappy Dongodiere, who really don't care, and they're excited for the festivities in the morning. However, the locals, who are mostly hanging out around closing time, there's sort of a dreary mood in the air. They are not as stoked as these new Taurian tourists.
Yeah, understandably. I'm kind of leaning in that camp myself.
So yeah, you were just about to open the squeakity doors.
Let's do it.
So with your first action, you open that. Go ahead and roll a perception as you walk in.
Squeak. 14.
So, without even looking, Wami, who's jangling away on those keys all slowly and balletically, is like,
Oh, hey there. I smell a dongo there.
and everyone kind of looks over and is like, hey, Feaubear! And over at the bar, who's been running the bar in your absence, you see Dara and Badley Bomaley.
Well, I'm excited to see half of you.
How you doing? It's good to see you, Feaubear. Grab some stool.
Thank you. Is there...
Then grab a seat.
Gross. Is there a 3-legged stool? Is my favorite stool available?
Yes, it's available.
But
I
was going to sit there. That's why I answered.
Oh. I run over
Yes.
to the stool. I run over there before he can even react.
Agility test to see if I can get around the bar in time.
Oh my god, that's a nat 20. So 40.
What? How did you do that? It was a veritable teleportation you've just performed.
That's from running in the sand.
That was crazy. I'm not going to outwardly accuse you of covenry, but that's because you're already wanted for so many crimes.
Funny you should mention that. I'm actually about to be cleared of all charges.
What?
That's
How?
right, that's right, you twit. It's
What?
called
Some kind
Taurian law.
Some kind of midnight street proceedings?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
That's
talk
Taurian law, I suppose, for you. Everyone kind of chuckles. We just stole your joke.
Fucking prick. Anyways.
So, you finally here to do some work? Finally wash some dishes? You got those
Here's
big
a-
fat pockets in your new pants.
Why are you so obsessed with my pants? Anyways, no, I'm here to have a drink. Because my grandfather, I don't know if you know, is getting executed tomorrow. So, I'm kind of a little bit bummed about it, perhaps. Maybe in need of a little bit of comfort and some solidarity with my community, Fucking prick.
Oh,
Dara, can I order a drink from you?
of course you can, sweetheart. This one's on the house. What can I get for you?
I have to go all the way on top of the house?
I see what you see. This is why we need you back here in the bar. Gadley just steals my jokes.
He's good for that, isn't he?
Washes dishes angrily.
Yeah, thank you, Dara. And then I'm just gonna kind of idly pick at the employees only sort of marking in the bar.
Okay, cool. You guys, you'd first, I believe it was first you wrote it on a napkin, and then you stabbed the napkin into the bar.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
So you're just kind of fumbling with the napkin?
Yeah, it's still there for some reason.
Oh, it is haggard. It has been spilled on, and it's but it's although it's worse for the wear, it still brings you comfort. Much like the Just a Mirage itself, one might say.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll a perception on the world's turn.
That's a ye old 7.
So Dara is like, oh, you never told me what kind of drink you want, by the way.
Oh yeah. Just an ale or mead or rosa or whatever whatever you got in your hand.
You just ordered 3 things there, buddy. Which of those 3 would you prefer? My sweet Feaubear little brother-ass character.
Yeah, I'll take the rosa.
Alrighty, well, now you've tasted sweet elixir, can't go back to swill. Here you go. She pours you in a non-chipped clay mug and slides it over to you.
Thoughtful. Thanks, Dara. You're a charm.
So as you sit there and kind of sip on your drink, it starts to get quiet. Multiple people kind of come up as time passes. They pay out their tabs. They kind of give you a pat on the back as, they're sort of, I'm sorry to hear about tomorrow, buddy. It's going to be a rough one. I hate to see what musician is scheduled to have to play that part,
Yeah, thank
It's going to be rough.
Yep, thanks for that.
Yep. Anyway, here's a couple pats on the back for you. I'm going to go ahead and walk out like the many patrons before me who have done the same.
Thank you.
So, as things are winding down, even Wami is getting toward, he's over there playing the Raspian version of Closing Time. And, it's no one's really talking. The mood is, as I said, is kind of somber. When all of a sudden, wham! Psh! Tiny shards go flying through the front of the bar. Let's go ahead and do a chance test, just a naked roll. Let's see if you get hit with any of these said shards. Shrapnel pieces, if you will.
That's a natural 17.
You do!
Shucks.
So you take 10 damage as these tiny pieces of glass, as these jagged pieces of glass break through the front of the wooden bar and cut your leg.
Shucks.
Oh, damn it, not again! Dara kind of curses at Gadley as he goes underneath the bar and sort of opens up one of the slider doors. And we go to an open table.
That's 10 just like regular cut damage.
Correct, Deuce.
Hell
so
yeah,
it is
still
stopped
got...
by armor and would deplete confidence.
Well, I've still got 10 armor.
Nice, so it just glances off of your armor.
Nice, which is
What
the
kind of armor
S&M.
do you have?
It's the pirate S&M straps.
Oh, the specially made straps?
Yes, the specialty made pirate armor.
Of course, your S&M pirate armor. Yes, and it glances off of that, one of your weird little loop things.
Good. What the fuck was that?
Don't ask, he says, requiring an influence test for more information.
16.
Ugh. Well, since Pappy has been, apprehended and everyone else is not wanting to learn how to do it, I have had to make most of the ales and I've done a lot of the brewing. Mr. Mixologist, Mr. Wants to be a Bartender disappeared after assaulting my undie-pants, and I've had to do it, and to be honest with you, they've created what they call, I suppose, a bottle bomb. It's where it's where too much pressure builds up, and then they explode. And, well, I don't know if you want to have a look back here, but you could probably peer through the hole.
I lean over.
You see several crates worth of brew, to the point, to the tune of Dara saying, Gadley, if all those are gonna go up, that's gonna take out the entirety of the front of the bar. You are already gonna have to pay for this with your non-tips you make, with your non-jokes. It's because I steal everyone's jokes, he says, and the few remaining patrons giggle. Like that, thank you. Feaubear, can you teach him? Can you fix these? I'm not much a brewer myself. I'm really more security angle, bartender type.
First of all, so glad I chose Rosa over ale.
Yeah, it would have been, you would have known. You'd have known for sure.
Yep. Second of all, yeah, I think I can fix those. You said you brewed them not too long ago, and they're all about to pop off, give or take.
I brewed them at the same time, and this is the second one that's gone off to rote.
Ooh, yeah. I think I know exactly how to fix that. I'll just need to take a case or two.
All right, well, that'll be, 50 a case, so 100 bits.
Oh, well, that's funny because since I'm fixing it for you, then I don't think I should really buy it since it's product that you couldn't really sell anyways.
Gadley, look at me. I don't want to. Look at me, Gadley. Okay, I'm looking. All right, I understand. 50 bits.
50 bits.
Ow! He exclaims as Dara gives him a smack to the chest. All right, fine. Do you need help carrying these out, sir? Beloved customer, respected friend?
Nope, we're good. I'm good. Thanks. Oh, unless, wait, hold on. Do you have a dolly or a wheelbarrow or something to that tune, Andy?
Well, we have a wheelbarrow, but it's back at your place. We had to wheel back your grandma. She got all drunk at her last show.
Yeah,
Put a couple holes in the bar on the top of the bar, but she didn't use a bottle bomb. You know what I mean?
I don't
slammed
care
her cheeks. She was slamming her cheeks so hard. That's what it was.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I feel like the universe just wanted me to get that out. I didn't quite get it out earlier.
Great. I hope you're feeling lucky. With how much wind is currently going through your throat, I hope you're feeling lucky. And I smile, I grimace.
Is that a reference to something? Okay.
That's a reference to me fucking choking you out if you talk about my Grammy again.
Oh. Because it wasn't clear. But it's now it's very clear.
Good. Now it's clear? Very clear? Excellent. Well,
come get your cases, because I'm not touching them.
All right, yeah. How many can I reasonably carry in my hands?
I would say 2 without adding any kind of roll. It will occupy both of your hands. But you could probably carry 2. There's a total of 8 of them down there.
Can I look for a dolly?
Perception roll.
13.
You do not see a dolly, but you do know of the most dolly-esque friend you have, who's fantastic for carrying things.
Oh, you're so right. Yeah, I guess can I make a walkie-talkie call to Fum?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, god damn it, not this again.
Closer.
So, as you get to an adequate amount of close, what is it that you say?
Fum, meet me at the Mirage. ASAP.
Equor test.
That's a natural 19.
You hear kind of like a nasty signal from the other side. Because Xanthe blew her thumb off, but still couldn't rid herself of the connection.
Love it. Hope Legends of Raspia is brought to you by Bart Fox. The game Legends of Raspia is created and designed by Han Blackheart and Rik Tahee. Olor is produced, edited, and mixed by Rik Tahee. The Raspian mythology is created by Han Blackheart, with some notable contributions from the collective creators and friends of Bart Fox. Feaubear Dongodiere is played by Rik Tahee, and game moderation and all other characters are played by Han Blackheart. The artwork is by Xanthe Blackheart. The music is by Bard Fox. This episode's song is called Oh So Hava, and a little bit of Bar Sponge Rag thrown at the end. Check out links in the episode description. Follow all of those socials there. As always, my good friends, good luck back there on Earth. Welcome all to Legends of Raspia, the comedy, fiction, fantasy, real play, role-playing podcast with its own unique game, which is designed for anyone to pick up and play, even Hoosiers. So, pull up a chair, let down your hair, and spend a few talks with that old Bard Fox. Last time on Olor, Feaubear attempted to free his Pappy before the execution at dawn. However, Pappy refused unless Feaubear could free all of the mutants. I'm sure Feaubear is cooking up a scheme right now. He's actually just at the bar to get a drink. Let him cook.
So as Gadley goes off and begins to close the bar as the 2:00 chime hour hits, you know that you've got probably 5 or 6 chimes before dawn starts to hit. And so, Fum pops in just as Gadley goes to lock those swingy saloony doors, which is funny because one could just kind of duck under them.
Right.
But just as Fum might struggle with it because he is, of course, a Bodrin who stands several heads taller than anyone else in the bar. As he comes in, is like, okay,
Except Dara.
I'll go to your thumb message. It's your thumb message from Fum.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, bud. Listen, I just need help carrying a
You're
few of these
welcome.
cases. Yep.
Sorry, go ahead. It's my self-awareness kicking in again.
There it is. Just need a couple of cases. We're gonna be fixing this batch here tonight, so. Yep.
Oh, because it sounded really important, and we were all playing a game with your fear.
Yep, it's really important that we fix this beer. You know, we wouldn't want to be serving bad beer to anyone. So, you know, once again, cleaning up Gadley's mistakes. So, anyways, see you later.
What, me?
No, to Gadley.
Oh.
You're coming. No, you're coming with me.
Yeah. See you later. Thanks for tipping on your free drink.
Here's a tip for you, and I show him the tip of my middle fucking finger.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here's a little middle finger.
He expected you to show him your thumb. So with Pokey and Fum in tow, we'll say that Fum could carry 3 cases. Fum a big strong boy.
Hell yeah.
So are you carrying 2 as well?
I'm carrying 2. We got 3. We're gonna try to fix this batch by taking it to the bleeding throne, the crystalline throne.
Here I am, like, okay, man, there might be bigger priorities.
No, I'm thinking about like bringing this to the crystalline throne and shaking it about and kind of letting it do its business.
Very well.
Is there any like markings on these cases or anything like that, or the bottles? Like, are they just plain brown glass, or do they have like a label on them or anything?
Go ahead and do a perception test.
5.
They do not have any markings or labels, but
Perfect.
yeah, that was not a successful perception. So you could also use another turn to investigate further.
I'm good.
10-4. So go ahead and roll a chance test real quick.
12.
Alrighty. So as you are walking out of the bar, Badley Bomaley decides, it almost doesn't say it, but as though he rolled a 10 and you rolled a 12 on the chance of it all. Oh, by the way, you're not going to want to hold those for too long. You get them any warmer than they are, and they tend to do that popping thing. There's a reason I kept them below the bar.
Thanks, Gadley.
Dara gives him another swat as you guys duck both. Well, actually, yeah, as you walk through the swingy saluting doors and Gadley locks them behind you.
Perfect. Thanks, Dara.
Good luck storming the castle. Crawl back.
Oh, man. Once we're kind of out of the way, I might as well mask up at this point.
Well, both of your hands are currently occupied.
Right. I can set the cases down and mask up and then carry on.
Let's go ahead and do a perception test before we go to your open table, shall we?
9.
Tie goes to the player. As you can guess, I also got a 9. You can actually see in the distance, just before you hit the cactus palisade walls, which the Taurians erected after arriving, you can see the bleeding throne, the crystalline throne, I believe is the official name. Though I do like the bleeding seat, which is the more colloquial term for it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right. Well, that being said, between you and that throne, which is about 200 stretch in the distance, about 100 stretch away is the cage which all of the mutants are in, and that is guarded by torchlight and by several people, though you note that they are not wearing Taurian armor.
Would there be a course to plot that maybe takes me around the torchlight?
With your successful perception, I'll tell you that it is likely they have most of the alleyways and that kind of things guarded as well. So, especially given that you're carrying such a heavy load, sneaking past is going to strain credulity, to say the least.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll keep the mask. You know what? Let's do it. I'll set them down gently.
In one action, you do so.
And don the mask.
Let's go ahead and do a brawn, just to make sure you set these down as gently as you were hoping.
2.
So, you hear a couple of them kind of clank, and then you hear pressure kind of build for a second and then fade off.
Okay. Noted. Can I switch so the one that happened is on top?
You can. That will take another action.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So you take your second action. Let's do another brawn test just to make sure everything's irie.
3.
You kind of set it on, and you hear a couple more of the pressures build, and that is not a success, unfortunately. Brawn does not seem to be Feaubear Dongodiere's strong point, so to speak.
Nope. And since I have that hobble, that's 50 SPD that I've also now taken.
Ouch.
Uh-huh.
You feel a strain in your back as you lose 50 skill points.
So, I guess that's the end of my turn. But I'd like to put on my mask eventually.
For sure. Let's go ahead and roll a perception.
6.
So, I got a nat 20.
Oh.
From behind you, you hear the ever disapproving voice of your frenemy, Badley Bomaley, as he steps out, having closed up the bar.
What are you still doing here?
He asks disapprovingly.
Why is that any of your fucking business?
What are you slamming those things around? Look at the fizz. They're gonna pop. What are you doing?
Yeah, a couple of them already fucking did. Not mind your own fucking business.
That's just great. Wasting all my ale.
Well, I suppose it wasn't a waste to begin with as soon as you put your grimy little hands on it.
Rabble, I say.
As he as he comes down off of the front porch of the Just a Mirage and begins to walk toward the residential sections.
Sleep tight, and also don't forget to pick up your room, you slob.
Oh, don't you worry about my room. I think you've spent plenty of time sniffing around there. Underpants boy. I'll see you in the morning for your little performance.
Yeah, you should consider washing your undie pants every once in a while.
Ha! How would you know
Wait.
I don't wash them unless you... Oh, fuck. Okay. You win this one.
All right. Now can I put on my mask?
Well, hold on, Fum. What, are you just gonna stand here with him all night?
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
true. I do technically work for Badley and the rest of the Bomaleys in the security force.
Yeah, he's helping you out by helping me out with this brew. Since you don't have a fucking dolly, because some dumb folk decided to leave it somewhere or leave the wheelbarrow elsewhere.
Well, it's
So
because your
I'm using
grandma
Fum.
was passed out in the thing. You ever try to
Okay.
wake up your grandmother when she's all drunk?
You ever try to get the wheelbarrow later when she is waking up?
Oh, I figured you would do it when you come into your shit. You know what? That's enough. You go ahead and keep Fum. But Fum, it's coming out of your pay. You know. Never mind, I'm out of here. Losers.
Hi, Gadley.
Okay, so we go to an open table as Gadley walks off to the east toward the residential section.
Cool. I'll don the mask.
Ooh, he puts on the mask of Oraz. You hear some cool, mysterious music whip up out of nowhere.
Woo.
Sweet. So with the cases at your feet, you don the mask. Your identity is now concealed.
Perfect. And let's cruise. I'll pick him up on Let's Cruise.
Sweet. We'll go ahead and just say brawn test, and we'll have the world's turn be you mid-cruise.
Ah, there we go. That's a 19.
Ah, success, as you very gingerly pick them up and begin to continue on your way, with some of them fizzing lightly as you start, but calming back down, none of which brought to pop. So which way do you start?
Well, I think just the most direct path. We can go past the mutant cages. You said they looked like they weren't Taurians guarding them, so I'm gonna hedge my bets that I can
Cool.
try to convince them. If they,
Sweet. Let's do a perception as you walk up to there, shall we?
12.
So, as though it would have been impossible for you to see any Bomaley that you would have liked to see less than Gadley. Well, unfortunately, that notion has been dashed, as you see a Bomaley who has a bone to pick with you. Because, rather than Taurian enforcers guarding the cage and the throne, they have opted to hire a third party, being the Bomaley Security Force. Dun dun dun. And standing in front of the cages, kind of creating a line, so they've blocked off the street, and you are approached by someone who doesn't recognize you yet, but does recognize Fum. And he walks up, and you recognize Badley Bomaley, Gadley's Dadley.
Oh, who the folk are you? And who's bringing these cases of ale down my street?
Hey there, sir. This is, we're on official business, fixing these ales to be sold in the morning.
Well, you walked right past the bar. What do you mean you're sold in the morning? Fum,
Well, they need doctoring first, of course.
Fum, you damn fool with your beautiful beard. What are you doing walking around with this ruffian beard midnight ale sales person?
I was,
As I was saying, these ales need some doctoring up in order to be consumable. Here, why don't you? And I would like to gingerly set down my case, and then one of the ones that started to hiss and clearly is starting to release some pressure already. Just want to pop that open and share it with him.
Okay, so brawn test to set it down gingerly, as is tradition.
Gingerly, that's a ginger 8.
I got a not so ginger 20, dude.
All right, there goes my 50 fem.
So, oh damn. So feeling less connected to the goddess Eco's energy, you set the cases down, and the entirety of the bottom ones begin to hiss. You know that it is a matter of time before there is some kind of reaction, nigh explosive.
What's going on? What'd you just do? What's that noise? Is this some kind of trick?
Nope. Here, have a beer. And how far away is the throne?
It is still 100 stretch past, and there's more security past this first line.
Yep, that scans. Okay. Are these? Are we talking like? Are these pop tops or are these twist offs, or are they like, you know, caps?
They are clamped down, so pretty much pop tops. They've got like the little swing latch that locks them down.
Okay, then I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna release the pressure off of all of the bottom ones that are starting to hiss, like that sort of thing. I know
it's gonna be a dexterity to do them all in one swift stroke. If you fail, it could be catastrophic.
Can I take 2 actions to be a little less hurried?
Sure. Yeah, I like that. So to do it in 2 actions, we'll say it's a variable instead of credulity straining.
Cool.
Dexterity. Whilst Badley Bomaley grunts and grumbles.
It's gonna be 16 dexterity.
So you are able to undo all of the latches, and though it splashes quite a bit, there are no explosions. The bottom tray have all been depressurized, however.
See, this is the exact sort of thing we're trying to avoid. But for your time, go ahead and why don't you take one of these?
Well, hold on. Roll an influence test. Because your voice before was completely I didn't remember it at all, but now you sound very familiar.
That's weird, because I've been disguising it by doing weird things like these.
Oh, previously you were, but that last statement sounded a lot like...
What was your influence test?
22.
It sounds a lot like Feaubear Dongodiere. Take down your mask, Mr. Midnight Alesman.
What? No,
Take it down. Take down the mask.
Take down the mask.
He kind of reaches over. It'll be an agility test to not let him take it down.
Then he can reach all he wants.
I'll reach I will.
26.
All right. Fine. You've beaten my reach. But I think I recognize that as Gadley's little friend who was sniffing on his underpants and wrestled me. We got into a whole fight when I caught you in my house.
All right. I'll take off the mask and then I'll say, look, I didn't want to tell you this, but these are Gadley's poorly made beers, and I didn't want to embarrass
gross.
him. I know.
You're gonna hand me one of those things?
I know. I didn't want to embarrass him, but he charged us to try to fix him for tomorrow. So.
Try to fix them. What happens tomorrow?
Well, sorry. Try to fix them so he can sell them tomorrow.
All right. Well, that might make sense, and doesn't require an influence roll. But why are you bringing them this way?
Oh, because my brewing supplies are this way.
Why?
Because that's where I live. Why do you care? You're not even Because you're what? Not an enforcer? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck off, mate.
Look, Thoria's waiting for their reinforcements, and they hired the Bomaley Security Force, the BMSF, to watch out for all of these. We need to keep these mutants in this cage right here next to me, as you can see. And behind me, we need to make sure that nobody is tampering with the crystalline throne. I believe...
Oh.
Yes, I believe my co-owner is going to be executed. I'm not playing with my belly button.
It feels like you didn't have to announce that out loud.
Yeah, well, I am, though.
Okay. Yeah, that all makes perfect sense. You wouldn't want anyone releasing mutants or tampering with the yeah, of course. But, how could I possibly tamper? I'm just here trying to fix your son's poorly made decisions and brewers ales.
He is a damn shame on our family.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to be discreet, but you had to go ahead and stop me. But that's all right. It's all right.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, anyway.
Why else would I be using FUM if not under the influence of Gadley, just trying to help him out.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Well, I tell you what, now all you have to do is best me at fisticuffs for my revenge. You beat me of these throwing these hands, and you can go ahead and fix your broom or whatever you need to do.
Ope Legends of Raspia is brought to you by Bard Fox. The game Legends of Raspia is created and designed by Han Blackheart and Rik Tahee. Olor is produced, edited, and mixed by Rik Tahee. The Raspian mythology is created by Han Blackheart with notable contributions from the collective creators and friends of Bard Fox. Feaubear Dongodiere is played by Mr. Rik Tahee. The game moderation and all other characters are played by Han Blackheart. Artwork is by Xanthe Blackheart. The music is by Bard Fox. This episode's song is called Adventures in Caltaria. You can find links for all the socials in the description of this episode. As always, my friends, good luck back there on presumably Earth. Welcome all to Ope Legends of Raspia, the comedy fiction fantasy real play role-playing podcast with its own unique game, which is designed for anyone to pick up and play. But for now, you can take it easy and just listen to us play said game. So, pull up a chair, let down your hair, spend a few talks with that old Bard Fox. Last time on Olor, Feaubear and FUM headed toward the Taurian Bleeding Throne, the site of Pappy's scheduled execution with some of Gadley's poorly fermenting ales. However, another Bomaley, Badley, Gadley's Dadley, and his security force stand in the way. We pick up now as he challenges dear Feaubear to fisticuffs.
Well, I tell you what, now all you have to do is best me at fisticuffs for my revenge. You beat me of these throwing these hands, and you can go ahead and fix your broom or whatever you need to do. But there's no route. You didn't even apologize. That window's closed now.
He's kind of teeing up on you. He's kind of like, he's taking his hand out of his belly button and now he's got like fists up like,
well, that's right. Now stand back, everyone. Let me show you how old Dadly Badly does it.
All right, fine. First of all, good thing that the window of apology is closed because I'm not fucking sorry. And second of all, I don't have the actual move Pocket Sand, but Pocket Sand!
That wasn't sand. You made me flinch.
But then I punch him.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll. This will be... So it'll be a dexterity if you want to stagger. It will be a brawn if you want to do a certain amount of damage, and that will come out of your might.
Yeah, I don't have any more might, and I don't care to, try to kill him or anything, so I'll just go for the dexterity, and that way if I fail the roll, then I don't, yeah. Dexterity.
Very well.
That's 11. Do I get any advantage for trying to, pocket sand him? For, pretending that I was pocket sanding him?
For saying the words pocket sand.
Yeah.
I'll give you a bit for good role playing, but that's about all I can do you for.
Okay. That's fair.
So, far more adept at hand-to-hand combat than yourself, Badley is able to block your incoming jab, and counters with a swing of his own as we go to a CTO roll.
15 for CTO.
Cool. Well, Badley got a 6. So, it looks as though his strike is going to have to wait, as you are significantly faster than your far more stout and hearty opponent.
Could I dive between his legs and try to squirm around so that he falls to the ground?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll an agility to do a squirm around single leg takedown.
Hell yeah. 22.
Damn, dude, I got another 20.
Jesus.
So Badley's miracle left knee just ices you out and you are completely stopped. Yes, and that is your second action, correct?
No, because CTO started, so I've only done one attack. I'll breathe.
Good on ya. Good on ya. Well, then we are going to go to Badley's turn, and he is going to use his ground and pound on you. So he's going to try to take you down. This is an agility to dodge against his brawn.
And I do intend to dodge. That's going to be, finally, got some decent dodge going on here. 35.
35. So although he is well trained, you are able to sprawl out and avoid the takedown. That was his attack attempt. So he just takes a defensive posture, so he's going to have 5 advantage to his next defensive move.
Let's see. If I were to bust out any sort of weapon, that would immediately escalate this beyond a brawl, correct?
This is the truth.
All right. That's fine. Not much of a brawler, but how about... Oh, could I try to, whip around... Since I have higher agility, could I try to, outstep him and then kind of punch him from an orientation that he's not ready for? Juke him out, and then go for it?
Yeah, go for a little shake and bake. Cool, yeah. So this will be an agility to see if you can kind of sidestep.
Yeah.
All right.
29 for sidestepping.
Ooh, you got a 28 for perceiving you. Okay, cool. So now you will receive +5 advantage to your attack if indeed you wish to go for it.
Yes, I intend to discombobulate.
Very well, Sherlock Holmes style.
Yeah, not an actual, term in the game, but just sounds good.
Yeah. Well, again, with dexterity / perception, you can stagger with a jab type of deal.
Yeah.
Which would keep him from grappling.
Yeah, indeed. So that would be with your 5. Unfortunately, that's only 12.
So you are behind his back. Your strike misses, but you are still able to. If you continue to pass agility, you can stay back there. Again, depending on test and whatnot.
Sure.
So as long as you are behind his back, you will gain +5 agility to your dodgings. So go ahead and roll a perception as we go to the world's turn.
6.
So you are behind Badley, and everyone in the security force for most of the stretch between here and the throne has come to gather around. They're all chanting, fight, 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 fight. Fum is kind of standing there usually this is how I help, but technically these are my employers. I'm actually supposed to be out here on security detail tonight. So he is emotionally torn, but he's still carrying those crates and standing where you left him. So as you are kind of looking around, Badley goes to swing around, kind of give you a back fist strike from behind because he's trying to hit you behind his back. So go ahead and roll with the advantage as was given before.
That's a nat 20.
Dude, I rolled a 1!
Holy moly.
All right, let's go ahead and do a little miracle dance. And he's back to his chair now.
Good.
So Badley just whoa. and falls directly on his Bomaley keister. The crowd erupts, "Aye!" kind of laughing and cheering, as you are now standing over and will have 10 advantage to any of your attacks. 10 advantage and plus 10 damage to any attack you lay down.
Can I just put my foot on his neck and say, Uncle, say I'm sorry, say, hold on, I got a third thing. I've got a third thing.
Always have a third thing.
Thank you. And say that you never loved Gadley.
Oh, damn. All right, this is going to be an influence test.
Do I get any advantage for being in this position?
I'll add it in accordingly. You do indeed.
Okay, then that's 13 from me.
So yeah, with your advantage, he's like, "Fine, look, you're my uncle, and I'm sorry about whatever I was supposed to say. Just let me up, you stinky Dongodiere."
And
what?
you never loved Gadley.
Oh, I tell him that all the time. Yeah, I never loved Gadley.
Perfect, I just wanted to hear it myself.
Oh, yeah, the kid's terrible. He's wildly, like I said, he brings shame on our family, almost constantly.
Anyways, so, good game. GG.
Yeah, what, are you letting me up now?
As long as this is the end of our fight.
It's the end of this fight. I'm not exactly what they would call a rational person. Either way, I will honor our deal, and you can go ahead and go to your brewing equipment or whatever you were doing.
Aw, thank you so much.
You lost the fight to Feaubear. You lost. Oh, sorry, boss. Sorry.
Yeah, you better be fucking sorry. I'm gonna go anyway. Now, what as you were?
So he's kind of being made fun of by all of his compadres for having lost a fight to Feaubear.
Thanks,
And,
Badley.
Go ahead and take 5 bits for your victory in combat. As the CTO resolves.
I did it. I'm hearty.
I'm finally hearty. I beat a Bomaley in a street fight. So go ahead and roll a perception as you kind of got your gloves in the air, walking down. People are like,
Yeah, good fight. Oh, that was nice.
Thank you. Perception is 17. Thank you.
So you double back and you pick up your crates, I assume?
Yes, indeed.
So you begin making your way down toward the crystalline throne. And as you do, with your perception, you note that standing at the base of it, it stands about 1 story tall. It is about 1 stretch, like 1 meter wide, and is cylindrical, but it is carved ornately. There are varying hoses and channels for the blood to run down after somebody has been tapped, as they call it, and sat down in this throne. This is the Taurian tradition that is incredibly grisly, but is widely accepted as just punishment for being coven, or for being, in tune with Eco's energy. So, standing at the base is the single Taurian guard, who is in charge of it. They are very clearly conscious, they're not dreaming of sherbet, and they are carrying a bolt repeater, which is a Taurian repeater in essence, which requires both of their hands. It sits up on their shoulder, but it does exactly as is told. It was kind of the Taurian response to Splintarians using firearms. The bolt repeater can fire once as an action. And so this guard, you will have to do some working around. Let's do an agility to see if you've been noticed by them.
That's going to be 33.
You have not been noticed by them.
Yay. So I've got a... I mean, there's no reason not to get Oblivion with it, you know?
Yes, of course.
I've got a slingshot, and I've got a handful of pebbles still in my inventory.
Do you really? Nice, very nice.
Yes. So can I try to, fling off some pebbles, off to the middle distance, ideally just trying to create a distraction. Long enough for me to kind of place these cases Well, all right. Can I scope out, like a place to like keep these cases that would maybe like around the base of this thing that he might not like see right away, like maybe on the other side of the throne or something?
Yeah, so the seat itself is facing down the road that you came. So he's kind of been standing on that side. So as far as you've witnessed, that would be the best place to put it kind of at the base of the throne whilst also being out of his line of sight.
Okay. Then I would like to distract, like try to use that pebble and slingshot method to pull him over to a different part.
Cool. So that'll be an agility test, why don't you?
34.
Dude, I rolled a 20. So.
Oh no!
What in the fuck? Who is trying to distract me with a slingshot? Who goes there? Oi!
I say nothing.
You just kind of stand there?
I guess, does he spot me or does he just hear?
This would be a chance roll just because you are pretty much like I said, you're walking up the road he's facing.
Right.
Chance test?
15.
So you happen to have the wherewithal to fire your slingshot round from the shadows between torchlights. So he doesn't see you yet, but is making his way down there and will be to where you're at in a matter of time.
Ooh, oh my, I got it. I don't recognize this guy, do I?
No.
Perfect. I come out of the shadows and say, hey there, the name's, it doesn't matter. Hey there, I'm coming here, this is for a special delivery. We're here to drop these off, here, actually, and I would like to gingerly set that case down, as gingerly as possible.
You're trying to walk toward the base of it and do this, or are you just setting it down at your feet where you stand?
Just at the feet, like, because I would like to procure my citizen's crest.
Okay, which you have in your inventory?
Which I have in my inventory because of the person that I murdered.
All right, of course. Maybe keep that to yourself, but yeah. So
yeah,
you set down the case. Let me get one more brawn test just because we've been doing it.
6.
You hear them all fizz angrily. The one case that you did not unbuckle. So all of that happens as you fish out your citizen's crest and do an influence test for me with your previous line.
Is there any advantage I get for busting out the citizen's crest, influence-wise?
There will be. First off, sorry, he has to ask you. You said, what is all this? What are you carrying? Why is it fizzing?
Oh, these are ales, and these are ales that I'm carrying. This is for the entertainment tomorrow. The green, the performers. I'm one of the performers. I hate to say I need ale in order to perform, but it does really kind of soothe the thing.
Oh, you musicians.
Yep, us musicians.
All right, influence test to see if I buy this malarkey.
That's gonna be an unnatural 20 from my end.
Yeah, well, I got a 1. So don't worry about it. My grandpappy, he used to be a musician. You got a grandpappy?
Yep.
Yeah. What's his name? Describe him.
Hilarious. He is a very, very funny person. Certainly would not be put into a different jail for his jokes, because his jokes are actually really good and hilarious.
Oh, not like the other guy. Anyway, yeah, okay, this checks out. I don't remember what we were talking about, but, I've been smoking the Asia, so you seem like a cool dude. Where are you taking these things to? You said they were for the performers. Where are they supposed to go exactly?
I think I'm gonna. They're right around here. I'm looking for the green room. You wouldn't happen to know where the green room is?
Is that some kind of showbiz term?
It's a showbiz term. Yeah. I'm sorry, your grandfather probably didn't tell you that.
No. He would always go into what he called the happy time room, and then he would come out smelling like drugs.
Yeah.
You got drugs on you?
What drugs? Just 5-chime energy.
Yeah, all right. You look like you've been at the 5-chime, all wired. Anyway, who's you? What'd you say your name was?
Oh, I didn't. But thanks for asking. I think we're just gonna set these here for now.
All right. Okay. This is, I said then. Where exactly? To be specific, even though clearly I'm looking at you.
I think probably just set these right here at just here. I guess I don't want to put it at the base of the thing yet, right? Because I don't want him to see where I'm putting these.
Take your time, please.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Why are you cursing underneath your breath and sweating profusely?
No reason. That's the 5-chime. It's just the 5-chime. Catching up with me.
Yeah, it'll do that, you little tweaker.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took a big hit some easier, you see. Oh, my. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, can't wait for that execution of that old prick tomorrow.
Yeah, that should go well. That should go real well.
I'm gonna make a pass at his wife afterwards. It's the old lady what slams her cheeks on the bar top.
Yeah.
She's fine, little Mosberian thing, isn't she? Wouldn't you agree that as someone who's not related to her, that it would be strange of you to not agree that Mommy Dongodiere slams her cheeks expertly?
Can I take one of the bottles from the case, shake it, and then crack it against his fucking face?
I'm wearing a helmet. You would know that for
the face.
Yeah,
the face.
The face part of the helmet. Yeah. Let's see.
Is it a full coverage helmet? Are we talking for a full coverage helmet?
No. It's the chin and the lips are sort of exposed, so you'd be able to smash it in there.
Yeah.
So
right across the eyes. Right across. Shake it up and smash it across the eyes.
Very well. This will be a dexterity test.
No one talks about my fucking Grammy. Fucking prick. That's a fucking 8.
Dude. I shit you not, man. I got a nat 20.
Yep, that scans.
So highly trained in combat, he does a quick spin so that your bottle hits the back of his helmet. And then he kicks you as a counter. I suppose your attack would bring us to a CTO. Though I'll say with the 20, it will enable him to do a counter attack. So you have an incoming kick for you to dodge.
All right, here we go. Dodging. This is going to be 30.
Alrighty. That beats his 24 as we go to a CTO roll.
I'll use the post-successful dodge, see me rolling, to move 5 stretch, which actually allows me to move 10 stretch because of uncanny speed. And then, so I'm now 10 stretch away from him, for the record.
10 stretch in what direction?
I guess towards...
We'll say that the throne was to the west.
It's towards the throne, I say.
Very handsome. So, you roll 10 to the west, and then we're going to go ahead and do that CTO roll. Take a bit for good game playing, by the way. You are one hell of an agilitous little Mosberian.
Thank you.
Little mousy boy.
That's 15 for CTO.
Okay, so 19 on the world's turn this time.
All right.
Let's go ahead and roll a perception.
11.
So the enforcer pivots and takes aim at you. You know that your follower Fum is standing behind said enforcer, still carrying those 3 cases, just sort of like looking anxious and nervous. Oh no. And you have an incoming attack as this bolt repeater is being fired upon you.
Perfect. Then can I... Yeah, I'll dodge.
Handsome.
Well, that's that's a 1.
Oof.
It's kind of a bad time to roll a 1.
Is it still canon that that's double damage?
Yeah. But it's also not canon how much those bolt repeaters do yet.
Unable to dodge it. Miraculously bad. You're disastrously poorly with your dodge. You feel yourself get hit with this bolt and then fall completely unconscious.
Fuck.
As we go to a cliffhanger.
Son of a...
As an epilogue, you hear from Feaubear as you fade from consciousness, feeling your essence pour out of you as bolt tap.
Yeah. Shit. Oh my gosh.
Theo, I got nothing, man. Take it away.
Oof, got nothing indeed. Well, let's get to business as usual, and then we'll chat after the credits, just you and I, listener. Legends of Raspia is brought to you by Bard Fox. The game Legends of Raspia is designed and created by Han Blackheart and Rik Tahee. Olor is produced, edited, and mixed by Rik Tahee. The Raspian mythology is created by Han Blackheart with notable contributions from the collective creators and friends of Bard Fox. Feaubear Dongodiere is played by Rik Tahee. Game moderation, story, and all other characters are played by Han Blackheart. Artwork is by Xanthe Blackheart. Music is by Bard Fox. This episode's song is called Adventures in Caltaria. If you're interested in the socials, you can find those in the episode description. So, as you can likely discern, this is the end of Season 2 as we know it, and potentially Feaubear as we know it. Just kidding. Feaubear will return next season, but in what form and in what format? In all seriousness, we are working on Season 3 right now. We'll be releasing it once it's good and cooked. We're going to be taking our time to make this passion project really come to life and make it sing and make it the way that we want it to sound. So Season 3, we've got a lot of fun things in store, and I'm excited to tell you that we will be doing video as well. So you can look forward to that. It's harkening back to our Season 1 roots. So as always, good luck back there on Earth.